Traders, every day I post this bullish and bearish hot list into my VIP section down here in Discord. This is trend bias. It's had a couple of names. It was watch list, then hot list, but now I've called it trend bias. But what I want to do is show you the outcome of these potential trade opportunities. Okay, bullish this list and then bearish this list. Now the bullish list I didn't personally trade. I traded the bearish list yesterday. Now the trades that I take, you can automatically copy from Telegram. Here they are. These were the trades I took yesterday. You can copy these automatically if you use TS Copier. That'll, as I said, automatically transfer these onto your MT4 or MT5 account. Anyway, let's just go back and I'll go over this list that I sent into VIP. Now, the other thing that I'm sending in here is daily mentorship videos. And this is a full mentorship tutorial. I did 2 videos yesterday on those trade ideas. So I cover those ideas in the mentorship video. So let's go and have a look and see how they turned out. I'll just start from the top and work down. These are yesterday's signals. Now this one, Aussie Swissy, was one that I traded. This was a sell opportunity. You can have a look over here. That was this, here we go, Aussie Swiss, right? So anyway, I've marked them up with a green markup here. So we'll just run down and have a look. Now I'm going to explain our strategy here as well. We've got 2 indicators that give us signals that indicate that buyers or sellers are dominating. Right. The first one is this one here. So I'm going to take this trade based on this being bearish across the board, so higher time frame. Mind you, this red zone kicked in here. That was a strong signal telling us that, you know, multiple time frames were bearish. But more importantly, I'm looking for the rotation when it pulls back. So this is the first signal that fires, and we're only looking for red signals. Given that this is bearish, we ignore any green ones. The second signal that fired that gave us confirmation is this one. Okay, that's different. They're calculated completely differently, these 2 signals, even though that was in the same spot. So that's confirmation to go short. Now you could have followed through. I ended up closing this one. In fact, I closed all 4 of my trades as the Asian session progressed. See the green dot down here? There's a reason for closing at 1, and this is the second reason, these crosses. There's other reasons as well. I can quickly show you that. Right there, that, and these green. Okay, so when all this kicks in, you can look to take partial profits or close your trade. See the green down in here? See what happened? Anyway, we'll just stick with this chart for now. So I closed that. I closed actually 4 of them, and we scooped up about a 3R gain with these 4 trades, and they're closely correlated. So, you know, good idea to reduce the risk. Anyway, the next one was the Aussie dollar. Took that short as well. This was part of the basket of trades that I closed. Okay, this trade was taken based on this signal. Okay, pullback, bearish trend. That's confirmation right there. And we ignore any green signals because we're looking for only a bearish opportunity. And just have a look now at this other signal. So we've got, flash it on and off. Right there. Okay, so it's a combination of that along with this one that gives us the go-ahead. Let's go out of here quickly. So let's just have a look and see how the rest of these turned out. I ended up closing that one early. Obvious reasons, right? Green zone, green dot. You could take partials and stay in it if you like. Up to you. Now, Euro Aussie was a bullish idea. By the way, I think we've already achieved... Well, we achieved 3R with the shorts that I took, and then here's another 2R. So, you know, we're up 5R now. So this one, we're looking for buy only. The green zone kicked in. We ignore any red signals, and we're looking for this and this for confirmation. along with that. And of course the background here is green, giving us a really strong trend. So that was a nice outcome. So we're up 6R. Okay, if you took that trade as well. Euro New Zealand was another buy opportunity that I mentioned yesterday. There's signal number 1 and signal number 2. You go off that one. We want both of them to confirm. Maybe another 2R gained, or 3. What are we up? 6, 5. I can't remember now. 6, 7, 8. Maybe we're up 8R. Euro yen. We're up another 3R. 11R. Okay, based off these signals here. The Kiwi Swissy, that was one I traded twice. That was the first signal I took, short, 2R, 8, 9, 10, no, 12, 13, 14R. You see where I'm going with this. So this is what's possible, guys, if you use the signals, go off these suggestions, and I'll show you one more thing with gold in a second. But this one here I closed looking for the pullback to re-enter. It didn't pull back very far, but we got another signal here. So I went short again and then closed that. You got the green dot and you got the green crosses down the bottom, just saying that it's starting to get overextended. Good idea to close it, and as it was, it turned around. New Zealand dollar was another short that I took. That was part of the basket of trades. I closed it early because I could see that it was going to turn around. 4 trades closed, 3 are in the basket that I secured. I was more than happy to do that. As it was, it pulled back. And then, into the London Open, we got another opportunity. Here's a signal here. And now gold, the idea with gold was a long idea, looking for the buy opportunity. Just have a quick look. Yeah, gold. This is a bullish opportunity. And I posted it through the Asian session, but we didn't get any signal, right? The signal came here. We're in again. I don't know, 15, 16, 17R, if you took, all of these trades. Now, this strategy and the indicators, the signals, everything that I've got here is a culmination of a massive effort, guys, over a few months since the Bank of Japan rate rise and the US elections, Trump taking office, and the volatility that we're seeing in the markets. Look, pumps, it dumps, it pumps, it dumps. All right, so this is the answer. This is what we have now in our arsenal to beat this volatility, basically. Yeah, look, let me just quickly show you what we're up against. Just go out of here for a second. Open up this chart, the VIX. Now, guys, there's a 7-day free trial if you haven't already. The link is on my website. You could take this for a spin for 7 days at no cost whatsoever. Try it out and see for yourself how potentially profitable this could be for you. Just update those. So this is the VIX. Okay, that spike you see that kind of goes on forever was the BOJ rate rise. Okay, prior to that, the volatility range with the VIX was pretty stable. It had a fairly tight volatility. This is when the BOJ rates were around 0%. Yeah, you got ups and downs, but 0% rates, investors borrowed cheap money and, took that money and invested in risk assets and what have you, okay. Highly leveraged. And then what happened was the Bank of Japan raised their rates. And look at that. Okay, so they raised their rates by 25 basis points. So we had this massive spike in the VIX. The markets became incredibly volatile. Look at the volatility, the range after the BOJ rate rise and then leading into the US elections. Okay, look at this range. We're looking at the highs, the high and low of this range here, and the frequency of the pumps and dumps. Okay, it pumps, it dumps, pumps, dumps, it pumps, dumps, pump and dump, okay? So we're on the other end of this massive volatility, really aggressive moves in the market, and has been incredibly challenging to trade compared to, fairly stable volatility range leading up to this period in time. Right, so the markets have become incredibly chaotic, and now we've got Trump at the helm. Look at this. Look at these spikes. With his rhetoric, his shifting policy around tariffs and whatnot. So we're up against this relentless pump and dump scenario that's occurring in the markets, and I've had to come up with an answer. And I mean, I'm pretty happy to say that these indicators are giving us what we need to be able to definitely be able to navigate the volatility and come out on top in a big way. Okay, so I'll continue to send these ideas into VIP. This is bullish, bearish. Every day I'll place something in here, right? And then you'll have an opportunity to manually trade if you like. You can take these and run with it. There's daily mentorship going in here, videos. I cover these ideas in the mentorship videos. And of course you've got Telegram where you can copy my trades. Okay, so we've really only just kicked off with this latest update of with the indicators, with the addition of this one yesterday. Okay, so I encourage you to jump on the opportunity. Again, jump over to the website, TS Copier. There's all the info there and the settings, and of course the free trial at 7 days at zero cost. You can trial the indicators. You've gained full access to everything. If you decide that this is for you, it's only for now $29.95, but that'll be going up very quickly. So if you lock that in with the 7-day free trial, that'll remain at $29.95 for as long as you stay with it. All right, guys, with that, hope you have a great day, and see you in the next one.